Hi there, I'm wanting to do a video and I'm going to be talking about the system and how people ask the question how is everything manipulated, and people actually ask me that sometimes. People, so-called people that are awake, so they're obviously not awake. How everything's manipulated is everything comes from the top. Everything's arranged at the top of this pyramid, and it's only your spiritual eye that can see it all. You see, that sees all things, and that is the thing that when you awaken, you're seeing all these video clips like what I'm seeing and getting shown all this stuff. Everything gets arranged from the top, and everything's manipulated, and then it's a game of counterintelligence upon counterintelligence. And every counterintelligence move is more intelligent than the last one. And this is the way it's got to be done obsessively, you see. And basically, if you just look at a person, all artists and everything outward has been manipulated. So that's including all entertainment. And how this is done is because their parents are programmed, their schools are programmed, the schools and education system is arranged for perceptual control, nothing to do with intelligence. So when they're growing up, they're programmed, so then everything on the telly that you're seeing has been arranged this way. Doesn't matter what it is, has been, that person, whatever it is, has been programmed. So they're dishing out the programming onto you. And this is the whole reason why television was invented. That's why it was invented. This is how everything, and if you do it well enough, the system has done things well enough that we are now making the show run all by ourselves. That's how well it's been done. And you see it all the time on YouTube. The conspiracy theory thing is done all over the place, and so many people do it. And it makes the whole thing look a joke, because there's people out there that aren't even serious in what they're speaking about. And because of that, it makes the whole thing look a joke. And so people then think of it, if someone's got a different opinion to the system's opinion, then you're crazy. And this is what's going to confuse people as this global awakening is getting bigger and bigger. Because people have been programmed to be in this tiny box. And so anyone thinks outside of it, and this awakening is people thinking outside of this tiny box. So it's going to be a confusing time for a lot of people. The awakening is going to be confusing on many different levels. There's going to be people like myself, who our job is to reveal what's going on, and there's going to be other people who are confused. They don't really know. They're in this tiny box, but they know something's wrong, and you're getting this just now. So there's going to be a lot of different things on a lot of levels as this awakening is, getting bigger and bigger. And that's what it's about. It's the awakening is taking us back to what we naturally are. The whole idea of the perceptual manipulation was so you couldn't hear or communicate properly with your soul, with your infinite consciousness, to get you away from that and into this tiny perceptual mind prison. And they do it through everything outward, actually. Everything outward has been manipulated. And the reason they did it is because they got to everything before you did. That's how the system did it. So if you get to everything before you do, if I got to something before you do, that means I can manipulate it. And the game of counterintelligence is done so that every counterintelligence move is more attractive than the last one. So that you think that you've found some information outward, when in actual fact it's a complete setup for you. It's a complete setup to get you thinking that you found something, and then these people never go away from the rabbit holes. They're constantly going down some new thing. But the only truth to all of it is to go within. But the whole idea of this game is to stop you going within, because that's where all the power is. That's where your infinite divinity is, within you. And this is not so much to lie to you. I mean, the system isn't always lying to you. The counterintelligence isn't always lying to you. but it's going to get you distracted. It's going to keep you busy. It's going to keep your mind occupied. And that's the whole idea of it. They want this. It's like a shepherd pulling a bunch of sheep somewhere, and there's a perceptual place in your mind they want you to go, so you can't tap into your divinity. That's the whole idea. So they're pulling you along to a certain desired place, and it's worked actually. But the awakening is the big. See, this is a very critical time for the system. You see, very critical. Because this is a bit like the Titanic sinking, and they're like the Titanic, and this is like the iceberg, and it's just completely gonna wash away the system. That's what it's doing, and it's not going to happen just by me talking, because people like me are all over the world now. You know, there's people in all different states in America, all different places in the world, having spiritual awakening. So we are everywhere, educating everyone. On this information, all of which is within you. Everything's within you. And how you go within, you look at all as one, all as you, and that opens that door within. Once you do that, that's you on your road to ascension. That's it. Very simple. But anyway, I just think I'll end it there. If you're watching, you're meant to watch it. Thank you very much. Thank you.